Okay. Hey everyone. Following to the last session, uh, today I'm meeting you all in Tableau Desktop Specialist, Session 3. Okay, so far so good. Okay, the Session 3 we are going to talk on exploring and analyzing data topic. Okay, so in this one we are starting with charts. Okay, nice. So what are all the different types of charts we have? Uh, let's see. So when we go to Tableau and when I click on Show Me, here it is showing all the charting, the available charts. Right? These are all the default charts. It doesn't mean that we cannot create any other charts. These are all the default charts available for the quicker development. But Tableau is a geometric tool, as I keep on re-emphasizing in my sessions. We can draw anything using our geometric knowledge and leveraging the power of Tableau. We can draw. Okay. So let's see. First, they are talking about create a bar chart. Okay, this is a bar chart. Okay. So whenever you are hovering here, it is saying something in the bottom right here in this place. When I say here, it is when I am hovering here, it is showing it's a horizontal bars. Okay. We can draw these horizontal bars using dimensions and measures. Okay. So dimension represented in blue color and measures represented in green color. Okay. Actually, this blue and green color pills use it to form based on the type, whether it's a discrete or continuous. Continuous always green. Discrete is always blue. Okay. So mostly dimensions in discrete. Mostly measures in continuous. It doesn't mean that measures cannot be in discrete. We can convert into discrete as well. Okay. So here for 0 or more dimension and 1 or more measures. Okay. So let me try to build a chart. Okay. So this is how a bar graph is being built. Let's say if I'm bringing dimension, okay, the chart is being built here, right? So this is a bar chart, and if we want to convert into the line chart, and for line, it is seeing 0 or more dimension or 1 or more measures. Let me bring in the market. Now to build the line chart, right? I have built the line chart. And when you come to the scatter plot, okay, where is the scatter plot? Okay, for the scatter plot, let me bring in sales and go to the analysis, aggregate measures. I'm just removing it and I'm putting this into the circles. And I'm bringing market into color, shape, I'm bringing market color, right? Here I have the scattered plot. My next one is create a map using geographic data. Wow, map. Let me choose a geographic. Okay, I double click, it automatically creates latitude and longitude, right? And it has automatically created this. And then color, right? And it is in continuous, it is coloring it this way. Okay, next one is create a combined axis chart and dual axis chart. Okay, combined axis. Let me Perfect. Sales. This is called as combined access, right? You come to dual access. This is the dual access, right? Synchronous access. Okay, so there's a dual access, right? This blue color shows one measure and this shows another measure. So how did I do? Here I have selected this is dual access, and then I synchronize the access. Okay. Next one is create a stacked bar. Okay, how to create a stacked bar? Stacked bar means let's say we have market, we have profit, we have loss, and let me create the profit in one color, sales in another one color. Double axis, synchronous axis. This is also in bar. So here I have the stacked bar. This is one way of creating. Another way of creating the stacked bar is let's bring in profit, market, and segment. Right. So this is another way of creating the stacked bar. Okay. So this is a consumer, corporate, and home office for APAC. And this is the total. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Create a chart to show specific values. Crosstab, highlight table. Okay. Create a chart to show specific value. Crosstab and highlight. Okay. Crosstab. How to create a crosstab? For example, this is a chart which I have created. Right click, duplicate as crosstab. Right. Here it will create the crosstabs. For example, here duplicate as crosstab. It has created as the crosstab. Next one is highlight table. Okay. So when you click on the table, it is providing all these options, right? One is keep only. You can keep only. I can keep only this particular value, or I can exclude this particular value. It is getting added into the filter. I can create a set. I can create a group. I can view the data. Here I can view full data. Here I do have an export all option, etc. Okay. Okay. So the basic charts we have seen about what are all the different types of charts available, especially charts, how many measures we need, how many dimensions we need. When we are creating the chart by putting these pills, this we call it as pills, into columns, rows, right? Into this text or into this color, into this size, what happens? That's what here they are testing. And then what do you mean by combined access chart? What do you mean by dual access chart? How to synchronize dual accesses? And after building the chart, how you can cross tab it, okay? And how you can highlight the table, And when it comes to table, right, another one important option is when you go to the analysis, you go to total. Here you can show the row total, and here you can show the column grand total, etc. So all these things we can play around. Next one is organize data and apply filter. Okay, organize data and apply filter. Okay, create a visual group. Okay, create a visual group, which means, let's say if you want to group Africa and APAC, here I can create a group. So by seeing the data, there we can instantly create a group. That's what they mean by create a visual group. Create a group using labels. Create a group using labels means, let's say if I go and edit the group, these are all the labels. I can group it manually. Right? If I want to ungroup, click on that group, click on ungroup. Right? So this is another way of creating the groups. Create set. Set is one of the very important function. Okay, so instead of rather explaining the set in a typical way, let me explain using a scenario. Let's say I want to create a set which is going to show top n customer by profit. Okay, so here I'm going to show top 10 customers by profit. Okay, top 10 customers who contributed towards highest profit. Right, when you create this, go to a new sheet, and I filter here, and I bring in the customer name. It is going to show the top 10 customers by profit and how much profit they have made. Right, this is how we have to use this set. And in the set, we have additional options. We can create, we can duplicate the set. For example, top 10 customers, and let me create another one set. Duplicate, edit set, and here let me put bottom 10 customers by profit, right? And using these two sets, I can create a combined set. Show all the members from top and bottom, or share the members, or exclude like this. So as of now, let me put all the members combine top and bottom. Right? Click a set and let me go to a new sheet. Here I'm filtering. Let me bring all the customer. So this set has top 10 and the bottom 10 customers. Okay, that's all. So till here, these are all the top 10. These are all the. Okay, so these are all the functionalities available in the set. And next one is organize dimensions into hierarchy. Okay. So whenever you have some hierarchical database, right? So on the time you have to create some hierarchy. So for example, let's say customer ID, customer name. Within that, I want to know what is the product ID. Product name. Okay. Let's bring this hierarchy. Here it should be see the plus number. Let's say profit here. So what is the profit for each and every customer, right? So when you click here, let's say on another one hierarchy, one ID, which have one name, and again I'm clicking on plus, it's showing how many products this customer has brought, and the profit is expanding based on it. right? So this is one of the highest feature in Tableau. Okay, so it's very powerful features. So yeah, so this is how you have to create the hierarchy. Let me go to the next one. Add a filter to the view. Okay, so whenever we are talking about filter is one of the major topic. Okay, for next few minutes, I'm going to talk about the filter, which is one of the base topics in Tableau. Because when it comes to the reporting, the main thing is we talk about the data source. We cover mostly on the data modeling side. The second one is we need to provide interactivity to the user. It's all about the filter. And third one is the visualization, right? So this filter topic, we have a lot of filters in Tableau. So let me go one by one. So for the first filter, which starts is the data source filter, right? So here you can add the filter at the data source level itself. For example, I'm saying category. I want to do the entire analysis only on the furniture. Okay, I'm filtering the data at the data source level itself. Okay, this is one filter. Another filtering approach is whenever we are using the custom SQL, we can put the parameter inside and we can filter it at the source level itself. Okay, and then let me come inside. Okay, first one is the data source filter. Let me open the diagram. Okay, Tableau order of operation. Okay, so this is one of the important thing. Okay, so number one, it starts with the extract filter. Okay, so extract filter we put in the data source level, right? So both are interchangeable. And then so when it comes to the extract, when you do the extract, here we add the filter. Okay, so number one is the extract filter. Whenever you are scheduling, right? So you have to set the filter here. And then data source filter we have seen. Next one is the context filter. When we use the context filter, so context is at the next level, right? So let's say you have the region. Okay, I want to do the analysis only in EMEA. Apply. Okay, and right click, add to context. So whatever operations it is going to perform. Okay, number one, it filtered the data source level. Number two, extract level. Number three, context level. And whatever additional filter you are going to apply, it is going to apply on this filtered data. Okay, this context filter can be set at the sheet level, okay, or at the workbook level. It's possible at the sheet level as well. Okay. The next one is if you are creating the set filter or conditional filter, okay, and we will talk about the LOD. In LOD we have fixed, include, exclude, etc. Okay, this is the next level, and the next level is the dimensions filter. Dimension filter means, for example, this one of the dimension, right? If I'm adding it here, I can filter it. Okay, this we call it as quick filter as well. Okay, and next one is data blending. Whenever we are doing blending of two data, and if you are applying the filter, it does data blending. And next one is include, exclude from the LOD. And the next one is measures filter. Measures filter, these are all the measures. Let's say I'm bring it here. Usually it comes with the range. Okay. So it will show all the values, and here we can filter out. Okay, and these are all the levels of operations, out of which we are talking about these filters. We talked about extract filter, data source filter, context filter, dimensions filter, and measures filter. Now we are going to talk on each and every filter, how it reacts when we put into the filter shelf. Okay, let me start with the filter to a view. Okay, let me take out everything. Let me start with the normal filter. Okay, let's say if I'm bringing the customer name. Okay, so this is, I'm bringing one of the dimension here. So it is providing all these options. So number one, in the general, it is asking me, do you want to explicitly select one or two values? Okay, it's possible. And the next one is custom value list. So this is a powerful feature. For example, in the future, if some value is going to come that you already know, that you want to put it now itself, and you want to filter based on so and so value. Let's say there are 5 values in the database plus 6th value you want to define. Okay, which is going to come in the future, and filter only for that. In that case, custom filter will be helpful. And use all. When we use all, when we are unsure about the filter now and giving the full permission to the user, you take care of filtering the data while interacting with the dashboard. Right? And next one is wildcard. Let's say if you want to filter for the customer which starts with N or contains N, ends with N, or exactly it should have a word test. Okay, so all this, or if you want to match it or you want to exclude it, both are possible. Okay, and condition. Um, Whenever we want to choose, when the count is minimum 100, maximum 100, these are all the values. Or here we can put some formulas as well. And top, here we can use top n, bottom n, and here we can pass a parameter. User can define this parameter, and here we have fields to select, calculations, and top n values by our own calculation as well. Okay. Um, yeah. So for now, let me show what are all the customer starts. Customer starts with A. I'm showing the show filter. Customer name starts with A and this starts with Z. Right? These are all the customer contains Z. So if you want to edit, we can give starts with. These are all the customer starts with Z. Okay, this is the quick filter. If you want to convert this into context, click here, add to the context. Okay, the color will change to black or brown. Okay. Context filter. And next one is the date filter. Oh, date filter has got wide range of options. Okay, so one is you can create your own date filter by creating the month separately, date separately, or creating quarter separately, etc. So I'm going to show all the default filters available for date. Okay, when I'm picking this date field and I'm putting it here, it's providing wide range of options, right? So let us go through one by one. Okay, so first I'm choosing relative date. So relative date, here I'm selecting special all, and here I'm showing show filter. Okay, and it is providing all these values, right? Right here I can choose the range, and again how you want to display. If I am choosing the relative date, it is allowing me to choose year, quarter, month, weeks, days, right, etc. And then the next option is range of date. Here I can choose the range. Next option is starts with, till the end, and what it starts with, right? And ends with, from the beginning till what date you want to show the data. Next one is browse period, whether it's going to be 1 week, 1 month, 3 month, 1 year, 5 year, right? Okay. So out of which I like this. Okay, date. I like special dates. Okay, show filter. Okay, so this filter is very handy. Okay, automatically filters. So these are all the date filters. Let's check what are all the other filters we are available for date. Remove the date. Here it's showing we can select the year. Let's see how this works. It's just all okay. It's all okay. Let's show filter. So it's going to for the particular date. Okay. Then another option is if you want to show for a month and year. Here one of the option is filter to latest date value when workbook is opened. Okay, this is another one option. It automatically filters for the latest date whenever you are whenever it is being refreshed. Okay. Okay, so options. When it comes to the filter, here we have set of options, right? One is the edit filter. Here you can go ahead and screen with the worksheet. What are all the worksheets you want to apply? Only for this worksheet, or a selected worksheets. You can select the set of worksheets. When I go here, applies to the selected worksheets. And then the next one is format filter. You can decorate this. And next one is customize. I want to show all value, show all value button. So whenever you are clicking this, it automatically changes. All value means we have removed that. And then next one is show input exclude, show filter type, okay, etc. All these options. And then type of filter you want. So one is the list filter button, and the second one is one value, and the next one is single value slider. You can slide it. Next option is multi-value. I can select multiple months. Right. Next one is multi-value drop-down. Choose multiple. Check. Check. There was a small interruption. Okay, and then we have talked about this date filter. This is more about the filter. Let me go to the second part in this one. Apply analytics to your worksheet. Analytics. Add a manual or computed sort. Okay. To starting, let's say, category. Source processor. Remove this filter. So back to it. So let's say this is. Let me apply the bar. Right. So here you have a sorting option. You can sort it here, or here you have sort option. Right. Another option is we can create a calculate field and we can sort it accordingly. Okay. Otherwise, you can right click on the field here also you can sort. And nested sort, it should be ascending based on the customer name, something like that. Okay. These are all the manual and the computer sort. And next one is add a reference line or trend line. Okay. How to add the reference line or the trend line? Okay. When you go to the, we are in the data pane, go to the analytics pane. Here you have the reference line option. Click on it, drag it. It will show whether you want to apply the reference line at the table level, pane level, or the cell level. If it's a cell level, it's at the table level. Okay. So this is the average. Okay. When you edit and then auto show the value, okay. So here we have a number of options for the reference line. Okay. What is the next topic? Or the trend line? The reference line, trend line, both are same. Next one is use table calculation. Okay. Okay. Use here table calculation. So how to use here table calculation? Let me open a new sheet. Okay. Let's say you have segment. Okay. Within this segment, you have category. You have region, right? Okay, so now you have to do some table calculation. For example, you want to calculate the sales, okay, and you want to do the percentage of total. Okay, so how this percentage of total being calculated, right? For that one, we have total edit table calculation. So here we are calculating it. You do the table across, it is going to calculate in this way from left to right. Okay, but we want to do the table calculation for customer in Africa. What is there in the furniture, office, technology? In this way we can see. Another way, stable down. It calculates from here to here. Okay, another one is at the table level, overall table level. Another one is pane down. So pane down means this is one of the pane, right? At the region level. Next one is this pane. So this whole pane at the consumer level. At the cell, these are the cell level. At a specific dimension level, let me do this region. We have to calculate for each segment, for each category. I need to calculate Okay, for each segment, calculate the percentage of total at the category level. So when we add up all these three, it becomes 100%. Let me show it up. Total, analysis total, show the column total. So 30, 30, 37. Okay, altogether will becomes 100, right? And then this is all about the table calculation you can do. Next one is create bins and histograms. Okay, how to create a bin or the histogram, right? So let's say I have sales. Create, go to bin, and I'm going to create the bin for every 500. Click on OK. And we have created the bin. Within the sales, how much is the profit? Right? Okay. Next one is create a calculated field. How to create a calculated field, right? Creating the calculated field, go to any of the fields, right click, create calculated field. Okay. And when you click here, right, here it will show all the string functions. Okay. And then date functions and simple arithmetic. So if you go here we have string function, date function, okay, and simple arithmetic functions. Okay, using this we can create a calculated field. For example, upper string choosing the upper function. Okay, bring in upper. Okay, it has converted everything into the uppercase. Next one is add parameter. Okay, add a parameter. So how to add a parameter? Right click anywhere, create parameter. We can create a parameter. What type of parameter? Let's say if this is going to be integer, what's the value, whether it's a list or range, minimum 1, maximum it can be anything. Done. Okay, and you can use this parameter as I said before. For example, you can use it anywhere. Okay, so in today's session we have talked about exploring and analyzing the data. We talked about the charts, what are the different types of charts. So whenever it comes to the charts, we need to concentrate more on the pills, green and blue color pills. Green is for continuous and blue is for discrete. Based on that, your chart will change. And how to create the dual axis chart and when to synchronize, and how to handle the edit accesses, etc. And how to create the crosstab in the highlight table. What are all the options is available, including the analysis, total, what are all these options. And create the group. There is a difference between the group, set, and hierarchy. When it comes to the filter, order of operation, which starts from the data source filter, extract filter, context filter, dimension filter, measure filters, and what is the advantage of the context filter and how to apply between the sheets, and what are the different types of filters available in the UI, the quick filter, etc. And how to choose the relevant value, include, exclude, how to apply to the sheets, etc. When it comes to the analytics, we've seen about how to do the sorting, manual and the custom sort. in the future, we will see how to leverage the rank function, rank unique function, rank dense function, index function to do the manual sort. Next one is we have talked about the reference lines and the trend lines in the analytics bin. And next one is the table calculation. Table calculation, we do percentage of total, running total, etc. And the main part is the compute using, which drives the table calculation. Next, we talked about the bins and histograms. Okay, so bins and histograms are available for the measure. That is one of the major point you have to make note of it. When you right click here, when you go to create, you won't see the bin. When you right click on the measure and go to create, you will be seeing the bin. This is one of the major difference. And in the upcoming session, we will talk about what is the real-time scenarios in the bins and the histogram. As of now, I have shown the option how to create the bin and how to use it in the thing. And calculated field, when you go to the calculated field, there are a number of calculations available. So go through each and every definition, and you can make use of it. In the advanced concepts, we will talk about LOD, level of detail expressions. Next, we talked about add parameter, and one of the scenarios how to add the parameter in the set. Okay. The next session we'll talk about sharing insights. I hope this session is helpful for our Tableau Desktop Specialist certification. I will meet you all to discuss on the next topic in the next session. If you like this video, click on like button. To get more updates, click on subscribe button. If you have any clarification, please feel free to drop your questions in the comment section or email or WhatsApp to our channel. Thank you.